Hey fam, it's your girl Aimee J, your personal hype man and friend, here today on this Saturday, February 8th, 2020, checking in to see how are you doing. It's been a whole week, guys. We've made it to Saturday. Congratulations. For those who work on the weekends, keep hanging in there. It's a new day. It's a new chance to chase your dreams. Whatever the case, guys, I am so happy to be here because you're just too cool. You're too cool to just not be doing anything. And the thing is, when we go through life and we're working and we're trying and we're doing our best, we make mistakes. Things happen. We'll stand for something and then all of a sudden we'll look back and be like, why did I do that? And that's a part of life. Figuring out what we do and what we don't do is a part of life. Making mistakes, learning from them, and changing is a part of life. And sometimes I think everyone is so quick to expect perfection, to expect us to make the right call the right time the first time, and it doesn't always happen. We slip up. Even after we make the mistake, we make the change, we slip up. It happens. It's a constant refrain in life. The world is ever changing. No one thing stays the same ever. Ever. Everything is about evolution. You are not the same person you were 5 minutes ago. You weren't the same person you were 10 years ago. This is all because we have change in our life. We evolve because of our experiences, because of the responses to what happens. And I'm not saying, I want to make it clear, every action has a consequence and we have to deal with those consequences, whatever they are. However, when something happens, we deal with the consequences. It is what it is. You can still change. You can still change your mind. You can change your position. You can change your belief. It's possible. It's allowed. We have to believe that. And not because sometimes I think we think all change is good. Sometimes change is bad. And it's both ways. But I think we hold on and we persecute people when they make a mistake, and later when they decide to change, we keep holding on to that past mistake. We're like, but you did this back then. And it's like, it's been X number of minutes, X number of years. It's been time. Time has passed. That person is allowed to grow and change and make mistakes, as are you. This isn't limited to one person or one experience. Everyone is allowed this. And the reason we're allowed this is if we weren't allowed to make change, if we weren't allowed to be expected to make a difference, what would we be doing? What is the point of trying to be better if we weren't allowed to be better? Right? So there's a saying, to err is human, to forgive is divine. So I want you to be open to the possibility of change, because despite what people think and what people say, it is not only possible to change, but encouraged, because it's never too late. And so there's two sides of this. One, be open to change, allow it, embrace it, bring it in. It doesn't mean we don't ignore what's happened before, but you've grown. You're allowed to grow. The second part of all of this is allow the people in your life to change as well. Do not crucify or hold them to their past when it is clear they are making changes and amends for their past. People are allowed to make a stand, to make a change. If people who were, we'll use addicts for an example, people who are addicts are allowed to change. It's not once an addict, always an addict. They can change. It's not easy for them. It's hard. It's a fight. I don't want to speak for them, but I do want to say that they can change. I know that. We have to allow them the ability and the possibility of change. It's the possibility, guys, that I don't want you to take that away from people. That's wrong. It's wrong. And so when people surprise you because they did something and you didn't expect them to do it, give them the grace to do that. Because we're all human. We're allowed to make mistakes. We're allowed to learn from those mistakes. And you're allowed to move past those mistakes. And you're allowed another chance. These are all things that life is giving you. No matter what someone says, life gives you this. Okay? So remember that, because you are awesome, you are loved, you are needed, and most importantly, guys, most importantly, you are enough as you are, just the way you are. So keep chasing those dreams, all right? So remember, till we check back in, which will be tomorrow, don't forget, don't stop, keep chasing.